Hey everyone, it's Keli Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness, and I am a dance movement therapist, which means I use dance and movement and our body to help you work through your thoughts and feelings and just daily life stressors, because that's where they happen, is in the body. So I don't want to just talk about it and think about it. We need to be able to come into the body and move it, be with our feelings, the sensations that come up. And as a board certified dance movement therapist, I've been trained in how to do this in psychotherapy. So not just in a dance class or the gym, but in relationship, in therapy. So if you've tried therapy and your image of therapy is sitting on a couch or a chair in an office or maybe on Zoom and just talking about your stress and the patterns and the things that you keep doing over and over and over, and you're not sure why it's not changing, you're not sure why you keep going back to those things, why the memories keep coming up, and your trauma and your just different experiences that you've been through just keep coming up and you don't know how to help your body feel different. I want to invite you to think outside the box, to think about using movement to help you understand your body, to help you shift your experience of everyday life and that trauma and those patterns that you've developed because they have been there to protect you, to help you through and help you cope. Movement is also the way that helps us shift that and finds new patterns, helps us to decide that we don't want to do those patterns anymore. We want something new and different. So this is my therapy office, and I welcome you to try a movement practice with me today. And if it's something that resonates, please reach out. I work virtually with people as well as in person here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and we do the work through movement. So today is not going to be therapy on this Movement Monday, but it's going to be a practice that will give you a taste of how dance movement therapy works and how you have the power in your body to help make shifts to your mind and your experience. So with that, I just want to offer a very simple thought, a very simple mantra to repeat to yourself, to say to yourself. And all it is that was then, and this is now. So often, I don't know about you, but so often my memories will come up, or I can picture myself something, maybe it was just something that happened an hour ago or yesterday, or it was 10 years ago, forever ago, however long, but my mind goes to that thing and all of a sudden I feel it, my body tenses, I brace, everything comes rushing up, and we think that that's the body keeping the score, the body remembering. But what it is our memory is signaling the body to have an experience right now. We are thinking about this, we are picturing it, it is happening in our mind right now. That's where our attention is in this moment. Our attention isn't on our surroundings, it's not in our feelings in this moment, it is on that memory that takes us back to whenever it is. So then the body doesn't know the difference. The body goes where our attention goes. So we want to pay attention and recognize that we have choice in that. We can, with effort and with energy, take our attention to where we want it to be. And where we want it to be is here in the now. Now, some of you might be like, no, I don't really want it right now. That's why I'm distracting. That's why I'm thinking about other things, or I go on my phone. I want to be out of this moment. This moment isn't happy. This moment isn't great. And that could be true. That could also be your attention, the thoughts and judgment of your moment are making it uncomfortable, making it a negative experience for you. And you might have judgments over what is good, what is bad. You might have judgments on feeling tired or feeling sad or feeling anxiety or energy, that is all wrong and you don't want to feel that in this moment. So you're trying to disconnect. I want to encourage you, and this is what I do with clients, is to allow whatever the experience is, to let that be in the moment, to let that be okay. And it's just information. Our feelings aren't going to hurt us. They're just going to be what we feel in this moment. And we can use movement, we can use breath to work through them. And it really does matter where your attention goes. So I want you just to think of, maybe you're already thinking of it, something that's been bothering you lately, something maybe that happened again, like yesterday, or something that's just has been on your mind and you keep thinking about it, you keep going back to. You might already be noticing how that comes up in your body. It might make you feel heavy or tired, or like, I don't really want to think about that. That's too much. You might feel overwhelmed. You might feel scared to think about that. It just automatically happens. Our body is responding to the attention on that memory, on that thought. We're going to shift to that was then, identify that what you're thinking about was then, and come to now. And I want you to just place your hands anywhere on your body. Allow your visual to notice, allow your auditory sense to hear the placing of it. Allow your kinesthetic sense to feel that, to take your attention fully to where your hands are. And just start to open up the experience, open up your attention to what it feels like to have your hands here, right now, wherever they're at. Maybe you place your hand at your heart, maybe your hands go together, maybe they're on your legs. You can feel that, you can hear that, and there's no right or wrong. I want you to exit out of judgment and just notice your hands are here. I am here. Allow yourself to expand a little bit more into where are you? Where's the rest of your body? Where are your feet on the ground? Where's your vision? Where's your attention? Maybe you take in and expand to looking around and hearing, seeing that you are here in this moment, right? So recognize you are here. See where that is. Feel where that is. And let yourself just be in the moment. Allow yourself to name what you notice. Name your feet being connected to the ground. Name where your hands are. Name what you see. And start to name and notice how your body's moving, how it's feeling. You have no other job right now besides just being here. Have you noticed, has your attention shifted? Are you still holding on to whatever that thought was, wherever you were before? Or have you allowed yourself to really be here, right now? If your mind still kind of can do multiple things at once, like many of us, it's like, yeah, I notice my hand, but I'm still thinking about this. You have to take all of your energy, and that's where movement can become a little bit more forceful. It can become more intentional as I create movement, as I create an experience for my body, my mind has to pay attention. So I'm not just doing it in the background. I'm not just doing, like, we a lot of times will fidget or can do stuff and our mind is focused elsewhere, and yet our body is reflecting the energy versus being in it. Right now, I want you to be in the movement. Connect with whatever movement you're doing. Maybe you're starting to expand and let yourself get bigger. Maybe you're starting to bring a little bit more energy into your body. Feel the energy going up and down your spine, through your body. Maybe bounce a little, bring a little bit more force into, I'm here. I notice I have to get my attention right here, right now. Notice how that shifts your breath, okay? And this is an intentional practice that has to be repeated. It's constant practice. That was then, this is now. Bring yourself right to the now. And whatever the now is, it could be positive, negative, neutral. I want you to invite the thought that right now, you have made it through everything that you've been through in life. You've made it through. You're here. You're here now. Take that energy in of, I did it. I've been through that. And here I am, right? Allow that to wash over you. Allow yourself to feel that encouragement that you have made it through every other moment, every other experience that you've been through. You've done that, and here you are. So clear out those past experiences, clear out your focus on that, and just bring the focus here to the accomplishment of being here. I am here in the now. And it can be complicated. It can take a lot of redirecting, a lot of self-talk to get this to be an experience where you're just like, oh, I love it here. I'm here now. How amazing, how blessed, how grateful we are for this moment. That doesn't just happen, that takes practice. And if you'd like to work more one-on-one on that, if you'd love to have someone to flesh out the thoughts and the feelings and the patterns, and if you keep getting stuck and just coming up against the same thought over and over, that's what I help my clients do, is to move through that, to shift. And we can do that in a one-on-one dance movement therapy session. You can also take your brain out of it and just move and practice. Go back through some of my Movement Monday videos. Join me on Thursday mornings. We can stream live, as well as come join me live in Westchester at our intuitive movement class, where movement helps you to just be in the now. And you get to practice this every week in community and in your body. So if you have questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. Please follow along and comment below, follow and like, so that you get the next Movement Monday, and I will see you next time.